What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Miss Layla Lynn, honey, one of my favorite YouTubers, honey. She did a video. I wish she would have did the video by herself. Okay, I think she had mentioned that Bondi Blue was going to be in the video. I got irritated because I didn't want to hear what Bondi had to say specifically about Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't really care for her opinion on the show. I don't watch her reviews. And not that she isn't a good reviewer, because I have watched her in the past, but I don't dig her like that. Like when I was watching Bondi, I would watch her Iyanla Van Zant Fix My Life reviews. That's pretty much what I like from her. Other than that, I can't do that voice, and child, I get irritated within 5 minutes, okay? But I didn't really want to hear what she had to say about Real Housewives of Potomac because I feel like she is a big Monique supporter, and I do not like when people support people and, you know, they defend their every whim, and we gonna get off into it, honey, okay? Now, really quickly, you guys, make sure you head over to the video. I'm not going to get to play any clips of the video because I don't want YouTube demonetizing me, honey. Okay, Miss Robinson need them coins. I'm not playing about them coins. That's what I know. But anyways, they got to talking about how Andy Cohen is going to keep the season 6 cast the same. So nobody is leaving. There have been a lot of rumors and speculation that maybe Monique won't be asked back or Candiace won't be asked back, but both of the ladies will be back, I guess, for season 6. No one has gotten their contract yet because the reunion hasn't taken place just yet. And that's normally when the contracts go out. But Andy Cohen, honey, he says that ain't nothing wrong with the cast of Real Housewives of Potomac, and I agree. I do agree, keep everybody the same, but Wendy, bitch, next season, you better not bring up them damn degrees, okay? I will start throwing food at the damn TV if she mentioned them damn degrees again. And I hope that they get on her ass, you guys, about that at the reunion. Like, why do you feel the need to keep bringing up your damn degrees? I hope they drag Giselle's ass for not bringing Jamal around. I hope they, get that damn Michael and Ashley, because I think they in cahoots with Miss Monique and her lying ass. I think Monique got the tape. Monique got the tape, okay, of Michael grabbing the ass. Because Ashley, if y'all pay attention each episode, honey, she is dropping gems. And y'all just got to make sure y'all is paying attention because Miss Robinson, honey, keep her ear to that screen, honey. I be listening to it all, okay? Okay, so the first thing that Bondi said, honey, that pissed Miss Robinson off is she got to comparing Monique to Nene Leakes. There is no comparison, sis. What are we comparing? Apples to oranges, okay? Monique does not make Real Housewives of Potomac. Nene, in my opinion, she does make Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. And matter of fact, y'all need her for next season, honey, but you ain't heard it from me. Bondi also tried to mention that the producers of Real Housewives of Potomac, they like Monique more than the producers of Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, basically the producers of Real Housewives of Atlanta, they don't like Nene, and that's why they ushered her out. They didn't usher her out. She still got a contract. She just didn't want that contract anymore. And I wish when you people tell the damn story, you tell it in its entirety. She was offered to come back. She just didn't want to keep playing them bullshit ass games that Bravo was trying to play with her. So there's actually getting a contract with less episodes than what you deserve, which is what Nene got. And to me, she pretty much carries the show. So she should have got more episodes. And then for Bondi to say, oh, well, the producers, you know, they actually like Monique. I don't think so. I don't think production likes that girl. I don't think a lot of people is feeling that girl. I think a lot of people have seen her, do all these interviews and just lie. What was the NSYNC song? Bye, bye, bye. We seen Monique lie. Okay, just telling lies, honey, left and right to left. A lie, don't care who tell it. Okay, I don't think that the producers, the production team, they care for that girl at all, because this season she is getting a really bad edit. They replay all the sneaky shit that she do. Okay, they make sure we know about it. They play this fight in its entirety, because if we wouldn't have seen this fight in its entirety, a lot of us would have believed, oh, well, Candiace threw the drink and Monique was just defending herself. That is the narrative that Monique put out there, before the fight even aired, before the season even came on. So I don't know why, you guys, Bondi is trying to defend this lying ass bitch, but honey, I'm not here for it. Bondi also mentioned in the video, guys, that Monique could have popped up at Robin's little hat event. First off, Robin don't like Monique. She did not agree with what she did to Candiace. And I think that looking at Robin didn't like Monique's behavior at all. And then how she acted after the fight, she had no remorse. She wanted everybody to kind of feel sorry for her. And Robin just would never allow this girl to be at her event. So you guys, when I'm looking at these two talk, I'm like, oh, Layla, why you didn't do this by yourself? For the most part, you guys, I and agree with a lot of what Layla was saying. So like I said before, make sure you head over to Layla Lynn's channel and check out, what they both are saying before you, listen to everything that I'm saying. So Bondi also mentions in the video that she wants some type of reconciliation with Candiace and Monique, because y'all know Candiace is saying she doesn't want to ever film with Monique again. And she says that if Portia and Kenya can do it, then they can do it. There's a big difference, and I'm so glad Layla broke it down, because I hate when people speak on stuff and they don't speak on things in its entirety. Portia and Kenya were never friends, okay? They never liked each other, and more or less, it was Kenya that did not like Portia and felt like she could bully Portia up until she got that ass dragged. Then she, approached things a bit differently with Miss Portia, honey, okay? Candiace and Monique actually grew to like each other and be friends and spend time at each other's homes, and their husbands hung out, so they had more of a friendship. And Monique backstabbed that girl. And actually did a birthday reading on Monique where it kind of said that she's not really a good friend like that. Okay, and my books don't lie, honey, okay? But yeah, Monique, definitely, I covered the series. If you guys have not seen it on my channel already, check out those videos I did on Monique and Candiace's friendship. Monique always threw that girl under the bus. Always. And she always wanted to be in Giselle and Robin's good graces and be cool with them, and was willing to throw poor Candiace under the bus. And, well, I told her, don't be acting like that. And I told her, and even Ashley, I'll never forget it. Even Ashley was like, we told her, that she needed to stand up for herself. So y'all remember that? I think that was season 3? Season 3 when she first came on, and that damn Monique she backpedals, she lies. She's a very pretty woman, you guys. She has the lifestyle of a housewife. She definitely fits the show, but yes, the show can go on without her. I think Bondi kind of said that, they kind of need Monique for the show because she's one of the few with the lifestyle. They don't need her for this show. They don't. It may be called the Real Housewives of Potomac, and yes, she is really a wife, but they don't need her to do the show. They could still have the rest of the ladies carry the show. Shit, Monique didn't start off on the show, so they could carry the show without her. They could add another person. Hopefully somebody that ain't gonna be doing all this damn lying. That's what I hope, but I don't really feel a way if Monique stays or if she leaves. Honestly, I don't hate her like that. She could stay on the show. I really don't have no issue with it, but I don't think people should expect for Candiace to want to film with her. She don't have to film with her. Let Ashley and Karen film with her ass, and then the other ladies will probably start filming with her. It's baby steps, okay? It's baby steps when you can't control yourself and then you want to get out in these streets and do all this lying, okay? Okay, so next they get to talking about can you reconcile with somebody that, beat you up? They're talking about Monique and Candiace. Bondi jokes, and I didn't think it was funny at all. She said, well, Candiace is still cool with her mom. Her mom hit her in the head with a purse. That's not funny. That girl has a narcissistic mother. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. And y'all know I'm sensitive to that because I feel like when you have a narcissistic mother, people are very dismissive of that. It's just like, oh, well, she hit you with a purse. You're still cool with her. That is that girl's mother. Okay. And that's what a lot of black parents do. Let's keep it real. Some of y'all may disagree and say, well, my mama don't hit me. But I know even when I was grown, my mother would try to get a lick off on me. If I whooped my daughter, my mother tried to whoop my ass or try to pop me or, you got to know, how my mother is and how a lot of black parents is, they will still try to, girl, shut up, try to, not tap your hand, but my mother's big thing is like kind of doing a tap to the head and, that's how she is. She would do that shit with my brothers. I've seen other black mothers that get upset with they grown kids and try to hit them, not give them a full-blown ass whooping, honey, because I don't play that. But that you just have to know that particular parent. And her mother did that, hit her with a purse. She shouldn't have did that, but at the end of the day, that's that girl's mother, and you don't really know their relationship like that to be laughing about it, because anybody that's seen Candiace with her mom could tell that, their relationship is unhealthy. It really is. And for Candiace's mom to have all the money and prestige that she has, she's successful, being a working mom, but a lot of times these type of mothers are not emotionally available to their children and their needs. And, I felt like it was a bad joke. Monique also in the past would say things about Candiace's mom, and she was very dismissive about it. Well, you shouldn't talk about, your mom to us. She can vent to y'all about what's going on, with her mother. What y'all need to stop doing is gaslighting her and making her feel like she's wrong and she's this little girl. And, I don't like any of that. I never liked how Monique would try to bring up Candiace's mom and throw it in her face. I think she did that, season 4. Well, I think the issues you have with your mom, you're taking it out on us and, don't even bring her up anymore. And she's a grown woman. You can't tell grown people what to talk about. If something is on her heart about her mother, you all need to be mature and you need to listen and stop being dismissive and trying to make jokes about it. So when I saw Bondi doing that, I was like, ugh. And it's so funny because as soon as Layla announced Bondi was going to be on her show, I got annoyed because I was like, she's a damn Monique supporter. And I already, I do not listen to people's reviews that support Monique and this fighting and try to normalize it. And no, ma'am. So basically, Bondi says that, Candiace should eventually just get over the fact that Monique beat her up and, she should be able to do it for her Bravo check. Whereas Layla began saying, well, I may sit at that table, but I'm going to still feel away. I'm going to have an attitude. I'm going to still feel on guard. And I really liked her response more, because I felt like it was like more genuine and objective. A lot of people, when they take up for people, they get very subjective. Oh, I'm on Monique's side with every little thing she do. I like how Layla was, I don't know. I think she sees the fight in both ways. It's not just, oh, I'm on Candiace's side. Oh, I'm on Monique's side. It's like, I'm being real. I'm going to feel away. And I know me, you guys, I'm going to feel away too. Because I'm going to be looking for revenge. If I ain't get to get a good licks in and I'm going to be sitting with you, bitch, watch out. I'm that bitch that's having a conversation with you. I am that bitch that definitely believes that keep your friends close and your enemies even closer, honey. Okay? Miss Robinson has set up quite a few people, and they didn't know that Miss Robinson was laying out traps, honey. But I'm that girl, like if I'm doing a scene with Monique, bitch, and we sitting up there drinking, oh, that drink is going all on your face, and I'm gonna pour that drink on your face and get the pull in your hair. Yes, honey, petty, I don't give a damn. I need revenge. I need to settle the score, honey, okay? What would y'all do? Could you get over somebody beating your ass and just sit up and film with them and get your money? What would you do if it was you? Let me know. Yeah, Bondi goes on and says, well, Candiace needs to stop acting so distraught over this fight, like she couldn't possibly tape with Monique again. See, it's easy to say that, sis, when it didn't happen to you. You weren't the one that was embarrassed. And yeah, I've been getting on Candiace too. Y'all know I like Candiace more out of her and Monique. What I do want Candiace to do is get them damn karate lessons. That way, if any of these bitches get to jumping again, you ready, sis. Okay? You ready? Have a sew-in there. That way you ain't got to be holding your wig down for too long, But yeah, just be ready for these whores. I think learning to defend yourself physically, that's something that Candiace should invest in. But I'm really not trying to hear the opinion of people that just don't like her and they're so dismissive of her. Like, oh, she just needs to get over it. Oh, she's still out here in these streets. That's what Bondi is saying in the video. Y'all check it out. She's still talking all this shit. So, she can't be too scared. And this is my thing. How do you reconcile what you're saying? So, Monique whooped her ass. She's supposed to walk around with a closed mouth. You got Funky Dineva on his channel. Some of y'all ain't never been in no fight before. And it's just like, Funky Dineva, shut the hell up. You are a man. You are a gay man, but nonetheless, you are a man. You don't know about women's shit. Women are supposed to, on these shows, be able to go back and forth. That is the name of the game. It's a goddamn tennis match, okay? I'm Serena, you Venus. I'm Serena, you Venus. Monique got Serena'd. Okay, Candiace annihilated her. And in order to come back off of that embarrassment, she physically attacked that girl. We see this all the time in man-woman relationships. And I think if it was a man and a woman getting into it, a man beating a woman up, people would have a difference of opinion because of the sexes. But men do that shit with women all the time. They can't handle your mouth. They gonna shut you up. Let me pull her hair. Let me beat her ass in front of the kids. And maybe then she'll know her place. So all of this bullying and basically promoting bullying and keep your mouth shut, that's why you got your ass beat. I see a lot of people also bringing up the fact that the guy just passed away, the socialites guy. I forgot the name of his blog or whatever. He was a really good friend of Monique, and he started off being cool with Charisse, but basically Candiace had, I guess, wished death upon him, and he actually ended up dying. And the part that y'all missing with all of that is that man was paid, I believe, by Monique to bully Candiace. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That man was very chummy with Monique, and that's cool. That's cool as hell. He can like Monique all day. But you don't have the right, because you like Monique, to bully and harass Candiace. And Candiace and her husband began speaking out against this man. This is before this man passed. And a lot of people are saying, well, you got to watch what you say. And that's why Candiace, her mouth is always getting her in trouble. And she talks shit about the man. She went in on him. She went in very hard. But the man was on dialysis. Okay. He knew that. She knew that. I mean, you can't go around harassing people and disrespecting them, and then they supposed to walk on eggshells and not say shit back. We know how Candiace gets down, honey. Okay. And Candiace did not spare that man at all. She went in, talked about how fat he was. You know, he had said a whole bunch of shit about her as well. And a lot of people online have bullied Candiace really bad. He was one of those people just constantly, you know, harassing her, making up stories on behalf of Monique. You can't do all of that and expect nothing in return. Now, did Candiace have to go so in on him? No, she ain't have to say like all of what she said, but that's Candiace. That's how she responded to it. I can't tell you how to respond if somebody is keep harassing and disrespecting you. You go off. You got a mouth on you. And I know me, you get the harassing me. Oh, shit, miss, y'all know my mouth. Okay, y'all know Miss Robinson goes off. I don't spare you nothing. Don't come at me. You watch how you speak to the queen, honey, okay? But yeah, all these people are now blaming Candiace for this man's death. That ain't her fault. And I'm not trying to be insensitive. He probably was eventually going to pass away. It seemed like he had a lot of serious health issues, which is sad. You know, rest in peace to that gentleman, you know, that lost his life. But I'm not gonna cancel Candiace and she's such a horrible person. And see, it's these Monique supporters that want to jump on that bandwagon and defend the logic of Monique beating Candiace's ass. See, that's why Monique beat her ass, because she's always talking. And guess who has suffered the most out of Monique beating Candiace's ass? Monique has. She has lost fans. None of the ladies barely want to film with her. Yeah, she got Karen and Ashley, but shit, they still couldn't help her ass get on that Portugal trip. None of them supported her at her podcast, okay? Even her good friend Karen, you know, Karen was sick, but, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. Wasn't nobody there really but Ashley. They're not fooling with Monique. Monique thought she was going to whoop that girl's ass and all was going to be well, and we were going to celebrate her, and them tables turned. And at the beginning of the season, oh, we should ice her out. Remember what she was saying with Robin? Now you're iced out, bitch. Okay? So them tables, they always turn. But yeah, I'm not with all of this. Let's blame Candiace. Candiace and this man had a beef before he passed. Okay, he transitioned. It's sad. You know, my heart goes out to his family. But that man still had no right to disrespect Candiace and be harassing her on Monique's behalf. Because whatever happens between Monique and Candiace, that's between them. Nobody else from their camp should be getting so involved in that situation. That's what I got to say on that. So the ladies also talk about the fight between Candiace and Monique, and they get to talking about it was Giselle that pushed Monique. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Monique fought that girl and was gonna fight that girl regardless of who pushed her. And I don't think that if Giselle pushed Monique, it was a push like, bitch, I'm about to get at you. It wasn't like that. It was maybe trying to push her up off of Candiace. That way she wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, continue to do so much. Because there's different ways of fighting. There's levels to fighting. She could have just slapped that girl. She could have just pulled her hair and let go. She didn't do that. Then you dragged her hair You dragged her, held on for dear life. All these producers is telling you to let the girl go. And your fellow castmates telling you to let the girl go. You don't listen. Then they finally split y'all up. She gets to calling you all kind of ghetto ass, hood rat ass bitches. You're so triggered by that, right? If you're not that way, then why do you care about what she's saying? Yeah, but we just fought it. And then what was Monique saying? Oh, I'm going to beat her ass again. I want to beat her ass some more. Why weren't you thinking about your children? I saw her on one episode. Oh, my kids, this girl could have me arrested in front of my kids. Once again, not taking any fucking responsibility or accountability. I could have snapped on her ass, okay? I also didn't like that little comment. I don't know if I mentioned it in my review where Monique got to saying to Karen when she sat down with Karen, oh, well, Karen, you don't egg people on, the way Candiace do. Why? Because Candiace was using her mouth and you don't know how to do that. You don't know how to read. So your whack ass resorts to fighting, and after you fight, you don't expect to get arrested and in front of your kids. Bitch, what did you think was going to happen? See, if you was a smart bitch, you would think about all of those things. Okay? See, I can't be arrested for running off at the fucking mouth. Guess what? They would have been arrested me because that's all I do on this here channel. But they will arrest me if I'm going out beating people's asses to try to prove a point. I'm the one that's going to lose time with my child. I'm the one that's going to be losing money and having to give it to an attorney to fight a case on my behalf. So there's smart and then there's dumb. And Monique, sweetie, you're dumb, okay? Probably a few inches short of stupid. You don't think properly, and you kept on with this charade of, oh, she's such a little girl, and I'm trying to be a big sister to her. No, be a big sister to yourself, bitch, okay? Stop writing checks that you know your ass can't cash, okay? A lot of y'all like to promote all this fighting and shit, but y'all need to promote going to jail and having to pay the attorney and having to be away from your kids. Okay, promote that. But all this fighting and shit, you're not in high school no more. You're not in junior high. See, fighting, you could kind of get away with it in those grades. Okay, elementary and especially junior high. But see, as you get older, you got more to lose. Okay, so that's how I see that. I cannot stand people's stupid ass logic on fighting. And, oh, it's just a fight. Well, she got her ass beat. She should just shut up. No, she gonna keep talking. And guess what? Whoever want to swing on her again, guess what? You got some shit to lose. And she gonna make sure you lose it. Okay, so y'all better learn to fight with your words. Okay, because ain't no consequence for that. Fight with your words. Learn how to read. That's what the show is about. This is women's shit. Okay? Women's shit. And women know how this shit is supposed to go. Bondi kept trying to take up for Monique. And I'm like, well, damn, do you know Monique personally? Because you talking like you really know her, but she was, she had a drink thrown in her face. No drink was thrown in that girl's face until after she began pulling on that girl's hair or whatever. Monique is the one that initiated that. Okay? She initiated that. So when you tell a story, regardless of if you like the person or not, you have to tell it in its entirety. And I believe Robin is the one that said a drink ended up on you from the velocity of the table and everything kind of, because it was a table in between them. So once she got the pulling on the girl, that's when, and Candiace had her head down, that's probably when that drink flew in your damn face. You're not a victim. Don't nobody care, Monique, about your mouth bleeding. And no, this is what you get. And guess what? You better be lucky that shit happened with Candiace, because if it was with the bitches that I know from the hood that I'm from, oh, they would have fucked Monique's skinny ass up. She would have been done for. Okay? Her mouth would have been, her teeth, I think she mentioned, I had to pay my dentist bill. Yeah, because you wanted to fight. Okay? And no, Candiace didn't beat Monique's ass, but guess what? Monique didn't just get off scot-free. She had a bloody mouth. I think she said she had to have some kind of dental work done. You brought that on yourself because you don't know how to use your words. But yeah, you guys, if y'all watch the video, you will see Bondi just defending every little thing that Monique did. And girl, no ma'am. Girl, you need to quit. Once again, they bring up Giselle pulling on Monique, and that had Monique. You know, it was mainly Bondi saying this. Layla, was just listening or whatever. Girl, that is not what happened. If Giselle, like I said, pulled on Monique, it wasn't to fight her, you guys. It was to pull her up off of Candiace, because all of them collectively, whether I like these women or not, I think collectively they all felt like Monique showed her ass and did too much. And we all know that, okay? We all know that this girl had no self-control. Remember what I told y'all about the different levels of fighting? It ain't like you just pulled her hair or just slapped her and walked off. Or do you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, we can get with the first level. But when you take it to that second and third level, people is trying to push you off of somebody and they pulling you back. That is what that is, because you're doing too much. Whether I like Giselle or not, and y'all know I don't like her like that, I don't feel like her behavior during that fight was her egging it on. I think she saw Monique lose control. Period. Yes, she doesn't like Monique, and it was stupid of Monique to do any of this in front of Giselle, who's probably looking for a reason to get her off the show. Yes. See, two things can be true, right? That could be true. And Monique acting like a wild woman is true as well. So whether you like Giselle or not, Giselle did not, I didn't like that from Bondi. She kept trying to make it look like, well, Giselle was egging the fight on and she was pulling on Monique, and that caused Monique to, no, don't make no fucking excuses for her. Shit, she throwing bows. She need to be able to take responsibility for it. Period. And from what I can tell you, this bitch has not taken, we gonna wait till the reunion. I'm gonna see what story this bitch tells then. Okay, we'll see what story her ass come up with at this reunion. I'm talking about Monique, because her story is always changing, honey, okay? We should call it as the lie turns, honey, okay? Not as the world turns, as the lie turns. Because is it going to be this way? Is it going to be that way? Is it going to be this way? What is it, Monique? So Bondi goes on and on saying that, people like me that support Candiace, we're pretty much saying Candiace had no responsibility in the situation. This is the responsibility I will give Candiace. Candiace should never have asked Monique to drag her. Hopefully she learned that lesson. That was where she went wrong. But everything else, her being extra, I'm not going to correct her on that. That is what they do on these shows. That is what they do. The fact that, because I know I covered a series on this, the fact that Monique told that girl, oh, I'll drag you pregnant and all, means that it was already in her mind. Candiace didn't tell her that season 4. So we're at season 5 and she actually dragged her, right? But it was season 4. Monique started that shit. Started the talk of that. You want me to drag you? All that type of shit. She started that because she was getting ready to fight Candiace, pregnant and all. Didn't care. We also heard Monique tell her husband, I don't care about image. I don't care about this. Bitch, yes you do. You like to talk tough, but I'm pretty sure you care about your image, because every time I look up, you are doing another interview, trying to defend yourself. And why are you doing that? Because you know deep down inside you were wrong and you were the one that lost control. And bitch, you're the one that's the little girl. Candiace, I don't feel like her intentions was to fight Monique. I think it was to have some banter back and forth. Let me shade her. She go shade me. You know, a little tennis match. Like I said, that's what we do on these shows. We're women, right? That's what her intention was. I don't think it was to get physical with that girl because Candiace has a mouth. And like I told y'all, she knows how to use that mouth. And she's very educated with the things that she says. Okay, that girl has a vocabulary out of this world. Monique cannot match her. With her banter and her vocabulary, and she can't do that. And she knew that. That's why she took the Shaniqua way out. Okay? So that's what that is. I don't like this thing with Bondi where Candiace is crying and putting up these little sticky notes and, acting like a victim. And, I do feel Candiace should get karate lessons like I recommended. But if she wants to put up affirmations, and I'm all for that because that's something you guys recently I've been doing. And I would love for you all as my supporters to put up affirmations to affirm yourself. I'll be sharing more of that, you guys, with you in another video, okay? But there's nothing wrong with affirming yourself, using self-affirmations to help you get through things. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? It ain't nothing wrong with that. And I believe Layla Lynn agreed and said, I would be like Candiace putting up affirmations too, because it is a lot. You don't just get into a fight and then, it's over and you're over it. It's a lot of, collateral damage that takes place, after this fight. Candiace got bullied on social media. She was embarrassed. It was a lot. It was a lot. I've been in situations where stuff has happened to me, and I've had people say, well, why are you still talking about that? And why do you still feel away? Because it happened to me. That's how I feel. And I have the right to have feelings. And, so does Candiace. So I'm not with people saying, she should just get over it. And she's putting up sticky notes, reminding herself she's okay. I think all of that is because Candiace did not come from the world of fighting. But people will say, well, you need to watch what you say and y'all need to watch y'all motherfucking hands before you end up in cuffs. Okay, that's what y'all need to do. So I think this was kind of an out-of-body experience for Candiace. She didn't grow up like that. Monique grew up like that. That's why she resorted to that. Okay? So I just had to school y'all on that because that's how that is. But Bondi kept defending all this bullshit. Girl, no ma'am. So Bondi also mentions that the judge threw out both Candiace and Monique's case on this fight. Well, we now know that Ashley had a statement that helped Monique, because it's not like the judge just took Candiace's word and Monique's word and made a decision. Ashley helped Monique, and Monique, bitch, you knew you were wrong, because if you felt like you were right, you would have just stood on your own 2 feet. You wouldn't have reached out to Ashley to try to help your case. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? So, no. Monique got help with her statement. Monique knew she needed to get some type of help. And I don't care what the judge decides on this situation. I feel like Monique was wrong. Yes, they both were wrong for just going back and forth and it getting bad. But like I said, that's what we do on these shows. Monique was wrong, and Monique started this with the touching of the hair. See, whenever a situation goes down, there's always somebody a little bit more wrong than the other person. And I think we all can collectively agree, whether you like Candiace or not, that Monique was just wrong. That's where everybody is coming from. Period. It don't matter what that judge said. To me, that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to me what the judge is talking about. Because I looked at the motherfucking tape and Monique just did too much. So Monique knew she was wrong. That's why she got that statement from Ashley. Okay. And Layla brought up the fact that the judge basically threw it out because neither one of them walked away. But Monique was going to fight that girl, like I told y'all. She's been wanting to fight that girl since last season, okay? Just pay attention to her behavior. Watch my videos. I've covered her tacky-ass behavior towards Candiace. Read my birthday reading on Monique Samuels. It's all there, okay? She wanted to fight that girl. I work in the mental health field. I observe people. I observe patterns of behavior, and it was all there. This is not just one singular incident that happened. So many moments built up to this big moment is what I'm saying. I love that Layla told Bondi she sees Candiace as the victim. I love that. Layla. Look at me trying to jam to her. I love Layla, though. I love her. She has such a classy channel. She has a beautiful voice. I like you, Layla. I do. Let's not do no more collabs with her. Not on this situation. I would love to see you two maybe in another situation, but I don't want to hear nobody defending Monique. I don't want to hear the shit. Okay? I also didn't like the ending part, you guys. I believe it's at 13:13 with Bondi and Layla, where Bondi goes on and on about Candiace acting like a little girl and people just dismiss her and her tantrums. This is a grown woman. Stop saying that she's a little girl. Your girl Monique is a little girl that can't keep her hands off people. She doesn't know how to use her words. Isn't that what we tell little preschoolers? Use your words, not your hands, okay? Them hands will write a check that ass can't cash. But I don't like when people dismiss her as just a little girl. If she would have had a more intelligent and compelling argument for why she didn't like Candiace, kind of bringing up things throughout the show, bringing up different examples, maybe I would have been able to hear her out. But the fact that her mother treats her like a little, see, you don't know, you don't have a mother like her. See, it's so easy to judge people and you're not in their situation. Okay, so I didn't like none of that. It disgusted me and it annoyed me. You don't know this woman. Well, she's throwing a tantrum and she's speaking her mind. And a lot of people do this where it's like, oh, because you're younger, you shouldn't be able to speak your mind. You shouldn't, like I just said, she was saying some shit along the lines of Candiace keeps opening up her mouth. She act like she's scared, but she keep talking shit. She's gonna talk shit. That's what Candiace does. Hello? Okay, so if some man went upside your head, Bondi, because you was talking shit and then you continuously talk shit about him after he beats you up, what, you deserve another ass whooping from that man? See, let's bring it into a man-woman situation and maybe, you will see how your response to this is, I don't know, it just is deplorable. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, if somebody whoops your ass, it don't matter if it's a man or a woman, you go keep talking shit. She's not a fighter, so guess what she's gonna do? Talk shit. Why you don't understand that? Okay? Like, we gotta have a better argument. Thank you, Layla, for, thank you, girl. I was with you, girl. Bondi. No, ma'am. What are we doing, ma'am? But yeah, y'all hear her in the video. She'll say that Candiace needs to learn from Monique beating her ass that she needs to watch her words. No, that's not how that goes, sis. That's not how that goes. No, ma'am. And I could look at Layla. She's kind of looking at her like, girl, is this your logic? All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about this, honey. I done ran over my time, honey, but that's my time. I am your girl, brand new. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out later.